Good afternoon, class. Sorry, good morning, class. Now we are going to see the program part of the first, that is frequency. Okay. Now yesterday's logic already we have to listen very carefully this one. Why? Because this I am going to explain it now. It is a very easy one. Why? Because already you understood the logic. Now, as you know, every program has three parts. Listen very carefully, all of you. Keep everything aside. Don't write anything. You just listen. Listen carefully. Okay. Now, there are three parts for every program. What is that? Inputs, logic, output. Correct? I'll repeat once again. There are three parts for every other program. What is that? Inputs, logic, and output. Correct? So inputs. So how many inputs you have? You already know. If I give n equal to 4, yesterday's example same I am going to take. This is the first input for us. Then second input is the same array elements. 4 array elements you can enter. 4 means 4 boxes you are going to get in memory. So you can give any elements you wish, just same example I am taking. And the third input is, this is the second input, array. And the third input is element to be counted. It can be anything. Okay. These are your three inputs. N, array and element for every of the program what you write, especially the first 5 programs. Make it sure that with how many inputs you have and how many outputs you have and what is the output. What is the number of inputs, what they are, what is the number of output, what they are. This you have to keep in mind. Clear all of you? See, any doubts you have? Any doubts you have? Chat and say any doubts you have? Or let me continue. Chat and say any doubts you have? Okay, then I can continue. Okay, ma'am. So as I said you, we have okay. So three parts as you are seeing here. We have three parts. This is input, this is logic, and this is output. We can say we have three functions for it. As you have seen already in class and objects, if for simple interest I use three functions. What were the three functions there? Input, compute, and output. Compute means logic. Already you know this one. So you can easily write this one in this manner. See, all of you listen very carefully here. So void class CLASS class. What is the program name? Frequency. So if you are getting confused with the word, you can write just FQ. So your class name is what there? FQ. So your class FQ. FQ means frequency only. Your class FQ. Okay. Then here you have to open the bracket. Private data, what you have? Private, 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 colon. So you know your logic. What is the logic for us? C equal to 0 for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then if A of I equal to element, then C plus plus. This was your logic, correct? This was the logic yesterday, correct? Correct, all of you? That was the logic for us. What is that? C equal to 0 for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, A of I equal to element, that is C plus plus. This was your logic. Now in this, how many variables you are seeing? You see, all that you make in int. Int, what is that? C then I, N, then A of size you are trying. A of 20, you can write any number here, but give more than 10. Give more than 10. You can give any number there. That many array allocations you are going to get from memory. Okay? Then elements. See any extra variables? Repeated variables you have to represent for one time. I'll repeat. Repeated variables you have to represent for one time. Means I small is repeated. So you have to represent for one time. Then public. This is outside class definition. So three functions you have, as I said you. Void input, void compute, void output. Close the bracket with semicolon. Okay. These three functions are to be represented outside the class. I'll repeat. These three functions, input, compute, output, have to be represented outside the class. They have to be represented outside the class. They have to be represented outside the class. That is input, compute, output. It is clear? Chat and say it is clear? Yes? So, first function is what? Input. It is input. So, input, how many inputs you have? As I said you, outside the class definition. Listen very carefully. Outside the class definition, you have to take in this manner. How it is? Void and input. In middle, you have to write the class name. What is that? Void FQ scope resolution operator input. Okay, that open bracket. Okay, understood here? Void, between void and input outside class definition, you have to represent as I have given the example outside class definition. There, when you are going to write your examination outside the college, two things are very important. One is your uniform and one is the hall ticket. The uniform represents the college, that is the class name, and scope resolution operator is your hall ticket. This allows you to access the member function outside the class. As you already know, your read class and objects. If you are not read, afterwards you open that chapter, outside class definition, 5 marks question, you go there. There clearly I have mentioned how to use scope resolution operator and how to use outside class definition. Clear? Now how many inputs you have? Test and say how many inputs you have. In the starting of the class I said you how many inputs you have. How many inputs you have? 3. Very good, very good. We have 3 inputs. What is that? N, array and element to be counted. Very good, ma'am. Very good. We have 3 inputs. N, array and element to be counted. So easily you can write this one in this manner. First input is what? N. So give us your statement before that. See out. Enter the number. Okay. C in input is N. Clear? The second input is array. So you have to give C out. Enter array. Listen very carefully this one. Listen very carefully. Whenever you are scanning the array, that is A of I. And L. Okay, E and D L in small case letters. Okay, always you have to use for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than M, I plus plus. Okay, this will be the common inputs for first 5 programs. This first 2 will be the common inputs for the first 5 programs. What are your first 5 programs? Frequency, insert an element in an array, delete an element in an array, insertion sort, binary search. For this, first 2 inputs are common for all the 5 programs. I'll repeat, first 2 inputs are common for all the 5 programs. Okay, then third input, what is the third, fourth input? You have to see for each and every program. For as per this program, we have three inputs. First is n, second is array common, third is element to be counted. As you know, element to be counted, yesterday I have explained you. If not, I have sent the video also, you can see. Okay? So see out. Enter the element. Then C in and close the bracket here. Don't forget, close the bracket there. This is the input bracket. Class bracket is already closed with a semicolon. Now this is the input bracket. Any doubts here? How to take this inputs you understood? First input I will say C. Enter the number C in n. So okay, second input for I equal to 0, I less than I plus plus. That is C in A of I. I'll zoom it, wait ma'am. I'll zoom that one. Okay. Now you see there. Now you listen very carefully. Void FQ scope resolution operator input as you seeing. Then what I have written there? C out. Enter the number. Enter the number and L. Okay. I repeat C. Enter the number and L. C in N. Zoom out to solve. Then for I equal to 0, I less than I plus plus, C in A of I. Then enter the element and L, C in, that is element to be counted. I'll send this one video also. Okay. As well as the particular program I'm going to send you. Okay. Just for time being, you see three boxes I have represented. First n input, then afterwards array, then element. Okay. Clearly after the class you see this one. Then logic already you know, already you have written the logic, that is compute. The same thing you have to write here. What is that? Void between compute and void. What you have to write? Same thing. FQ scope resolution operator. Compute. Open bracket. Close bracket. Don't forget. Okay. At last is your output. You have to print count value. So how you have to print here? Void FQ scope resolution operator output. Open bracket. You have to print C. That is a very simple statement. So double quotes open. C equal to double quotes close. C enter. Then close the bracket here. Okay, at least I think so you have understood compute and output there. Clearly I have understood, I think, compute and output. Now it is seen. Compute and output you have understood, I think. Okay, no, very good, very good. So C equal to 0, I equal to 0, I less than I plus plus, F equal to element C plus plus. Then C you have printed there. FQ, C and L. Okay. Then void main I will write C. Void main. Now you have to create an object. That is very important. You have to create an object here. How to create the object? This is very important. Listen very carefully. Creating an object includes your class name. Your class name, what is that? FQ. Space, what is the first letter of this class name? Normally you take that one, that will be F. Okay? Then you write CLRSCR with semicolon. Then this three functions you have to call. What is that? Input, compute and output you have to call. Using your object. Using your object you have to call these three functions. Input, compute, logic. That is compute and output. This will be common for the first 5 programs. That is very easy. just you are write f dot input, f dot compute. Dot if you forget, then you directly get 0 for it. F dot output. After that, get ch and close after this one. Okay, you have to write down. Clear? Main function you have to create an object fq. fq then CLR SCR f dot input, f dot compute, f dot output. Clear now? Clear? I'll send this totally a video as well as the program. You copy down in your observation. Okay, you can see the video. Okay, clear? This ends your program. Before class, you can write here. Before class, there you can write class FQ, it will be here now. So common for all the program, what is that? Ash include iostream.h, ash include ponyo.h. That is common, already you have seen in the first year. That will be the first two header files common for all the programs. Okay, now what you have to do is take your observation, you neatly, what you are going to do is write C++ programs as heading. Then first program you write program name, full detail I am going to send you. As it is, how I have drawn the box, in that way only it has to be represented. I repeat, as it is, how I am going to send you the program, in that only you have to represent. After writing the program, spaces and all, how I am going to give, in that only you have to represent. Spaces also are not clear, like tear your book and throw apart. Okay? Thank you.